right, welcome to all of you out there in YouTube land. We're going to get started in about 10 minutes. Glad you tuned in. Gentlemen, you're not going nowhere. That's exactly what we're doing. You always walk the other side. You're going to go on this side. Come on over here. Where are your spots? Come on over here. Darcy, let me escort you. Go on. Daniel, who's the story you? You're going to pretend to be Derek's sister for a few minutes. She's running late. Okay, so look, the stage is tight, right? So you see we don't have a lot of room to work. So you guys will walk up. Your brother's going to sit, and then the sisters will turn and walk back out this way. So do you guys want to give it a shot? Chris, you're going to be a great sister. I'm looking forward to this. Just walk up with them. And we lost everybody else along the way. No, they're all going to walk up together. Everybody's going to walk up together. All right? So go on up. Very tight, yes. You're not going to hold his hand, Chris? So if you could stand in front of him. Chris, you got to stand. Very nice. Chris. There you go. One more. Turn sideways to face him. You want to keep your back to him, right? Okay. Now you guys can have a seat. You guys can. No.
don't go far. Perfect.
Derek, you're up.
Derek.
Left one. There's just like one.
All right. Okay, hands in front. There you go. Perfect. All right, next. Perfect. Hands in front. Go to the side. It's up to you. Okay. Perfect. Stay. Good. All
Good afternoon, everybody. If you guys are ready, we're just about ready to get started. If I could ask you to take your seats. All right, good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us today. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to the Troop 7 Court of Honor for Derek Barakat, Daniel Esponda, Tomas Marcio, Darson Pace, and Juan Salvat. First, I have just a few announcements that I'd like to make. We have a guest book over here. I'd love it if everybody can sign that guest book before they leave. Now I'd like to invite those who are escorting the Eagle Scouts to go and stand with them and escort them up to the stage. There's been a lot of negotiating on the seating order, so I imagine there'll be some furious trades at the last minute here. Right. You guys ready? All right. Please, come on up. Thank you. Eagles, you may be seated. And escorts, you may return to your seats. Thank you very much. All right, now I'd like to invite everybody to stand as the color guard presents the colors.
Color guard, assemble. Color guard, forward march.
Eagles, if you could turn, please, to face this flag.
Color guard, present the colors. Everyone, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everyone, please join me in the Scout Oath. On my
Honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Everyone, please join me in the Scout law. The
Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
2. Color guard dismissed.
Thank you. You may all be seated. At this time, I'd like to invite Reverend Vanessa Tinsley to provide the invocation.
according to your own tradition, please feel free to remain seated or to stand for the invocation. Let us pray. Gracious and loving God, we ask your blessing on this court of honor. The Eagle Scout Court of Honor today marks the end of one journey and the beginning of a new one. As this new journey begins, may your presence be with us. May these young men, their friends, and family carry the memories and traditions of the Boy Scouts forward to improve the condition of all humankind. We especially ask your blessing on these young men, Derek, Daniel, Tomas, Darson, and Juan, and all their future endeavors. Bless all of us present to witness their achievement. As we go out into the world, strengthen us to lead lives in the scouting traditions of honor, citizenship, and character. Above all, may we do good deeds daily. We seek your wisdom, your understanding, and we ask that you strengthen us to always follow the trail that you have placed in our hearts. May we remain ever thankful for this day and for all those who have made this day possible. God be with us. We ask this in the name of the one who loves us and created us all. Amen.
Thank you very, very much, Reverend. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome some special guests who have joined us today. Mayor Vince Lago, thank you for coming. Judge Yvonne Cuesta. Judge Michael Barquette. Not to be confused with Judge Michelle Barquette. I know Judge Demetrius and his dog are circling the Scout House now, so we'd like to welcome them, even though he's not in the building. Thank you for coming, all of you. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize the Assistant Scout Masters who have helped make this day possible. Terry Cano, Louis Cano, Massimiliano Galezi, Charles Heisch and Brandon Shoup, Emily Kahn, Bruce Jacobs, and myself. And finally, our Scoutmaster, Rich Richards. Troop 7 is the longest continuously active Boy Scout troop in the South Florida Council. It was founded in 1922, and it has continued to flourish in large part due to the strong and continued leadership. In attendance, we have several Scoutmasters from the past 40 years. In particular, I'd like to recognize Fred Kimball, who earned his Eagle Scout at Troop 7. Fred earned his Eagle at Troop 7 in the 1970s, and he was the Scoutmaster here in the 90s and early 2000s. He now serves as the Order of the Arrow Chapter Advisor. I also recognize Rich Richard, who earned his Eagle at Troop 7 in 1982 and has been our Scoutmaster since 2015. Thank you very much, Rich. For thousands of years, the eagle has been admired for its grandeur, its grace in flight, and its great size and awesome power. The soaring eagle is a stirring picture of the true meaning of liberty. Assisted by his powerful wings, he glides effortlessly to altitudes of over 24,000 feet and is capable of using his wings to carry other eagles to safety. Turbulent winds only cause him to fly higher and faster. The eagle's keen eyesight enables him to be sensitive to approaching danger and to protect his family. The eagle displays the sense of responsibility that is the companion of genuine liberty. He mates for life and returns to the same nest each year, making necessary repairs and additions. He takes an active role in providing for his family and teaches his young to fly. The eagle also possesses many of those character qualities that made America great and that must be instilled in each new generation if we are to preserve for our children and grandchildren the freedom which God has so graciously entrusted to us. At this time, I'd like to call forward Assistant Scoutmaster Louis Cano.
Presentation of the Eagle Award is an important and serious matter. For the Eagle candidates before us tonight, the award is the climax of their scouting efforts for many years. Let me point out that the attainment of this award is made possible through the assistance of those with the candidates tonight, including our current and past troop leadership, fellow scouts, parents, families, friends, and members of the local community. This is an occasion for pride and joy, as well as a time for reflection. The Eagle is the highest rank that Scouting offers. It is earned through the advancement program. Derek Barakat, Daniel Esponda, Tomas Morcillo, Darson Pace, and Juan Salvat have distinguished themselves through their continued active service in Scouting. They are trained and practiced in their leadership abilities, and they are marked by the character gained through an understanding of his citizenship and religious beliefs. It is important that we understand the meaning of the Eagle badge.
Before we get started with the Eagle Light ceremony, I'd like to invite the mayor, Vince Lago, to come up and say a few words.
Well, thank you for having me. You know, I look forward to this every year, and this is the third one that I've done in the last month since I got elected. And to me, this represents everything that's great about this country. As a first-generation American, I served 3 years and I graduated from Culver Military Academy in Indiana. And those were some of the best days of my life. Some of the days that taught me how to be a man, how to treat others, how to respect my family, how to respect adults, how to respect the elderly, respect those that are less fortunate than myself, respect those that are disabled. I shared some of the best moments in my life, and I bring that up today because the Boy Scouts embodies everything that I learned in Culver Military School. And as I've learned a little bit more about Troop 7, you know, we also have to give thanks today to George Merrick, not only the founder of the city, but an individual who was of great wisdom and vision and understood the importance of when he designed the first planned community in the state of Florida, that we needed to have a place for the Boy Scouts. I'm going to give you a little bit more background about who I am as your new mayor. I also have my wife in the back. She just joined us, and I have one of my 2 daughters here. Both of my daughters are Girl Scouts. Why are they Girl Scouts? You obviously know why they're Girl Scouts, because I understand the importance of what this program delivers in ensuring that we turn out to the world the best human beings that we possibly can. People who will be tomorrow's leaders, people who will be entrusted with taking care of our communities. Before I go any further, I also want to make sure that I thank all the parents here and my dentist, that if I didn't thank my dentist, I'd be scared to visit him every 6 months like I have to. Dr. Salvat is a gentleman who's done great things, and it doesn't surprise me that your son is receiving the highest honor today. So God bless you and great work to all of the parents. You deserve today's recognition. You've raised great young men, and I have high expectations for all of them. I brought something simple. It's a gesture from the city of Coral Gables that I want to give to these 5 young men in gratitude of their commitment to our community. Would you like for me to do it now or for later? It's a simple City of Coral Gables certificate of recognition for their commitment to becoming Eagle Scouts, but for more importantly, for their commitment to leading in the future. So as I call your name, would you like for me to hand them and all together? Derek Barakat. You want to take a picture? Daniel Esponda. Thomas Murillo. Morcillo. Thank you, sir. Darson Pace. And Juan Salvat Jr. So in closing, I'd like to take a picture with all these gentlemen. I just want to say thank you again. You guys have made my weekend, and it's always a privilege to be here. Our future is bright. God bless all of you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to be here.
Gentlemen, if you need your certificates, I'll put them over with your books.
If you don't mind, I would like a picture. Wait, can you send me that picture?
Yeah.
I want to include it in my newsletter when I was doing that.
Yeah. All ready. Okay, looking over here. Good. Perfect, thank you.
All right, guys, great work.
All right, I think Logan, you're ready to dim the house lights, and if I could get my readers to come up and stand over by the kitchen. That's Yuzek, Aaron, all my readers, Federico, Alex, very good, and Sarek. All right, Zach, come on up. You don't have yours. Here you go.
The appeal of the majestic eagle has been felt by individuals from prehistoric times to the present day. To the Egyptians, the eagle was the messenger to the gods in the sun, a symbol of eternal life. To the Romans, he was a carrier of Jupiter's thunderbolts and a sign of power. To the American Indians, he stood as an incentive to valor and the pledge of victory. For us today, the eagle is a living symbol of courageous and freedom-aspiring Americans. Boy Scouts of America awarded the first Eagle Scout Medal in 1912. Only 12 short years later, in 1924, Troop 7 awarded the first 3 Eagle Scouts in their medals. In the medal we award today, a small silver eagle is suspended from a tricolor ribbon of red, white, and blue.
Federico?
The foremost responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to live with honor. To an Eagle Scout, honor is the foundation of character. He knows that a Scout is trustworthy is the first point of the Scout law for a good reason. An Eagle Scout lives honorably, not only because of the infinite importance of doing so to himself, but because of the vital significance of the example he sets for other Scouts. Living honorably reflects credit upon his home, his troop, his church, and his community. May the white of the Eagle Badge remind you always to live in honor.
There we go. Alex?
The second responsibility of the Eagle Scout is loyalty. A Scout is true to his family, leaders, friends, school, and nation. His loyalty to his troop and other Scouts makes him pitch in and carry his share of the load. All of these help build a loyalty which means devotion to community, to country, to one's ideals, and to God. May the blue of the Eagle Badge always inspire your loyalty.
Sorry, Lily. Come on up.
The third responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Courage is a quality by which men measure themselves and others. To a Scout, bravery means not only the courage to face physical danger, but the determination to stand up for his rights. Trusting in God with faith in his fellow citizen, he looks forward to each day, seeking his share of the world's work. May the red of the Eagle Badge always remind you of courage.
Sarek?
The fourth responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to be cheerful. Our Scouts today are members of the Order of the Arrow, the Honor Society of Boy Scouts, and Brotherhood of Cheerful Service. They've shown their constant participation in troop and community scouting, their cheerful interest in the fun of scouting, as well as teaching and leading those that come next. We remind the Eagle Scouts to always wear a smile. The red, white, and blue ribbon is attached to the scroll of the second-class Scout Award, with its ends turned up in a smile.
Thank you, Sarek. Aaron?
The final responsibility of an Eagle Scout is service. The Eagle extends a helping hand to those who still toil up scouting's trail, just as others have helped him on his climb to Eagle. The performance of the daily good takes on a new meaning when he achieves the Eagle, and again when he enters adult life of continuing service to others. Each of these scouts have started on their trail of continuing service already. Currently, each of them gives back in service by guiding Troop 719, the sister troop to Troop 7. In addition, Derek Bearcat serves as senior patrol leader and is leading the new scouts to summer camp this year. Daniel Sponda is captain of the Mock Trial Club, a member of National Honor Society, and a member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. He also serves with the Bridge of Hope food distribution charity. Thomas Marcio was a staff writer at his high school's magazine and completed community service work in the Coral Gables area with the school's International Baccalaureate Honor Society chapter. Darson Pace has volunteered with his school's field studies organization, and he helped organize events at FIU to teach younger children about the environment. Darson also contributes to the preservation of the Stiltsville House in Stiltsville Optimist Club. Juan Salvat has volunteered at Shake a Leg, where he is a role model to children. He teaches activities like canoeing, kayaking, or swimming. We embolden our new Eagles to continue on their path of service. The Eagle stands as a protector of the weak and helpless. He aids and comforts the unfortunate and the oppressed. He upholds the rights of others while defending his own. He is always prepared to put forth his best.
Thank you, Aaron. Derek Bearcat, Daniel Esponda, Thomas Marcio, Darson Pace, and Juan Salvat, you are deserving of much credit in having achieved Scouting's highest award. However, wear your award with humility. Be ever mindful that the Eagle Scout is a role model. He is an example to Scouts climbing the ladder you have scaled. May the Scout Oath and Scout Law be your guide for tomorrow and onward. Can we have the lights, please? There we go. Now we're going to present an overview of the Eagle Scout projects. I'd like to call our Scoutmaster, Rich Richards, who will say a few words about each of the Eagles and their projects. Rich?
Good afternoon, everybody. This is a wonderful day and obviously a wonderful occasion. In order to attain and earn Eagle Scout, the Eagle Scout has to do what's called an Eagle Project, which is they have to go to a sponsor, usually a church or some sort of nonprofit organization, and do a meaningful project. And what we have, we encourage the Scouts to do what's called a SMART project, and that's an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And each of these Scouts has gone through that process, and that process involves going in front of, first of all, going in front of the Scoutmaster and Assistant Scoutmasters to go over the project. And then they have to go in front of the troop committee, who will go over the project. And then they have to go in front of a board in front of South Florida Council. Then they actually have to do the project, and then they have to present to that same board again in order to attain Eagle Scout. It is a really big deal. And I'm very proud of all of these scouts. And so what we'll start, I don't know who's the first slide up there? All right, we'll start with Thomas. We'll go in the line right here. So Thomas was a scout, the rest of these scouts were with me in Cub Scouts. Thomas was not. So I met Thomas when he was a scout here. His hair was much longer. And I will tell you, I started, when I started Scoutmaster with Thomas, I was like, I don't know if Thomas really cares about this. You know, and quite honestly, it's a testament to the scouting program, because Thomas became an awesome leader in Scouts. Thomas was our SPL for a couple of terms. Thomas led our crew out to Colorado and turned out to just be a great scout and a great contributor and a great leader in his school. And so Thomas's Eagle Project, and what I liked about Thomas's project was it both included scouts in the project, but it also was not what I call, most of our scouts do, and it's fine, it's called a brick and mortar project, where they have a project, they do the project, and then we take pictures after, which is good. But Thomas started a process. So there's a concept called cyanotype, which is basically how things were done way back when with blueprints. So cyanotype is a special paper that you put whatever item you want to kind of photocopy, and so it's a testament to Thomas, because I know his family's involved in photography, so I'm certain that kind of was a inspiration to this. And so what he did was created a program for the Coral Gables Museum, where they set up this workshop for how to do this. So what he did was set up the program, set up the cyanotypes, did a video production, and then did a workshop to train people on train people at the museum in order to implement that. And in doing that, Thomas included scouts throughout the whole process, which is another important part of the Eagle project, is to include scouts in the process. And so they did a whole, I remember, I think they were there for like 8 hours doing the video production, everything like that. And so Thomas, awesome project, awesome scout, and I'm so happy to be here and celebrating this with you today. So now we'll go with Juan Salvat. Juan is a very smart and very funny person. Juan is one of those people who will use humor. He first used it to kind of be just make fun of people, but then he realized that he could use that humor to lead, which is important. Especially in scouting, a lot of times what we're doing in order to get on the hike or in order to do whatever we need to be doing, sometimes we have to do stuff we don't really want to do, like wash pots or put up tents. And Juan uses humor to motivate. And that is a very important thing, and I know it'll take him far in life. And Juan also, like many of these scouts, had to finalize their project during the pandemic, which was obviously had its own challenges. And what Juan recognized is that there was a need at his church school for masks, COVID masks. And so he set up a program where they made, what was your final number, 250? 200, made 250 masks, including implementing, and they made them from scratch, including implementing a program, again, where he had scouts help. They had a whole day or 2 days that they worked here at the Scout Hut, and then obviously satisfying a need at his church school in order to do that. And a great project. And when I say about smart, the T of timely, very timely project, a very needed project, and he did a great job on it, and the church and everybody was very happy with this project. And I'm very proud of Juan for becoming an Eagle Scout and being a Scout with Troop 7. Great Scout, great job, Juan. All right, now we have Derek Barakat. So Derek is a leader. And all these scouts have led, but Derek is among the best leaders we have had at Troop 7, quite honestly. The thing about Derek that is important that I want to express to everybody is Derek is the kind of person who will take information and then make an executive decision. And that'll take Derek far in life. And Derek realizes when other people have skill sets that work for a job, and I know that he assigns people to do that based on that, and that is a very important quality that Derek has. And so Derek's going to go far in life, and really have enjoyed. And Derek was was in Cub Scouts when I was Cub Master, and so Derek is one of those scouts that have been with us for quite a while, and I've seen him grow into a fine young man and a great leader. And so Derek's project was at a Granada Presbyterian Church. And like with all these projects, what these scouts have to do is they have to, I don't do the project. I have nothing to do with these projects. So what they do is they have to go to the sponsor. In this case, it would be Granada Presbyterian Church, and he had to work with the director over there in order to see what their needs were and to implement. And what their needs were. This is Granada Presbyterian over here on Bird and Granada. And they had that land that they use for parking and the like right across the street. And there's even, I think, a bus stop there. But there was nothing there for people to sit. There was basically nothing there. So their need was, listen, we need to create an area that people can sit, that people can if they're waiting for the bus or waiting to cross the street, or they needed an area. And so Derek did an excellent job of both organizing that project and implementing that project. Again, this is the middle of COVID, so it was just December of 2020 where Derek was having his work day, and the feedback from the church has been excellent, and it's still there. It's just a great project where he planted trees, built benches, and made a really nice area, and everybody's really happy with it. So again, very proud of Derek and very proud of his project. Daniel Esponda. Daniel has also been with me since being a Cub Scout, and Daniel is a very smart individual, as well as has grown like all these scouts into from being Cub Scouts and obviously as Cub Scouts are immature and everything like that, all the way up to just being very articulate and a very smart and very, and the thing I like about Daniel too is he is always willing to help. Daniel is always willing to help, and he's one of those scouts who will see a need and say, wait, I can do that, and helps. And that's such a great thing for scouting and a great thing that'll take Daniel far in life. So Daniel's Eagle project had to do with A.D. Barnes Park over here on Bird and 72nd. And what their need was that they had a nature center there that they needed a wall put in and shelving for a room that they had there. So Daniel, like all the scouts, had to work with the director at A.D. Barnes, come up with the project, get the project approved, and implement it. And again, all during COVID, and he was able to successfully do that. The feedback from the nature center, it's a great project, and where theirs it was not only timely for them, but it's something that was a specific need that they had, and Daniel was able to fulfill that need, organize the project, had scouts go over there, finish the project, and just did a great job. And so we're very proud of Daniel. I'm very proud of Daniel at the scout and the young adult that he's become, and I know that he's going to do great in whatever he does. So Daniel, congratulations on becoming Eagle, and what a great project. And Darson Pace. Darson has also been with us since Cub Scouts. And the thing I like about Darson is, if you look at those old Norman Rockwell posters, that's Darson. We've got the freckles, the whole thing, good stuff. He's like, and Darson is a very classic scout. He knows his stuff by the book, and he's very good at leading, very good at inputting, and it's just been become just a great scout, a great individual, and I'm so proud of him, and his family's been a big involvement in Scouts, and I can't say enough about Darson. So Darson, and what we're very fortunate is Darson's family is involved in one of the houses at Stiltsville. And so we have, as Troop 7, have had the pleasure of going out to a house out there, which is just a treat. And so there's a house out there that his family, it's a nonprofit type of thing, but the family's involved in this house out there. And so we would go out there and fish and just had just a really special time. Hurricane Irma rolled through and basically tore up the place. And so Darson recognized that as the need, specific need for his Eagle Project, and obviously being involved in that house, it has special meaning to him and had a special meaning to Troop 7. And so what Darson did is and what they do is they take underprivileged youth from Miami-Dade County on trips out there. That's what the program is involved in the Stiltsville house. And there was actually a slide that they had the kids, slide into the water. The slide got destroyed, the dock got ripped up, and so the specific need was replacement of the slide and replacement of basically fixing the dock. And most of it was a lot of hammer and nails and the like. And so Darson organized that project. Again, he had to work with work with the director of the program and get the Eagle Project approved and implement it, get the Scouts out there, did the project, and couldn't say enough about, and the feedback has been great, and now they have a dock, and now they have a slide for the kids and everything like that. And so, with that, I'm very proud of Darson for the Scout that he's become, and very proud of Darson for his Eagle Project.
Thank you very much, Rich. It's now time for you to present the Eagle Scout Awards.
Becoming an Eagle Scout is not the end of the journey. It is merely the beginning. As an Eagle, you have far greater responsibilities than you've had before. At this time, I have the honor to give you the Eagle Scout charge on occasion of your elevation to the highest rank in Scouting. Derek Barakat, Daniel Esponda, Thomas Morcillo, Darson Pace, and Juan Salvat. I charge you to enter this Eagle Scout Brotherhood holding the ideals of honor and service. By the repetition of the Eagle Scout promise, you will become an Eagle Scout. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you'll be sealing your loyalty to the code of the Eagle Scout with the same words which close the Declaration of Independence. So Scouts, could you stand at attention? Scouts, make the Scout sign and repeat after me. I accept the responsibility of the Eagle Challenge. I realize the obligation to my fellow Scouts. My home, my country, and my God. I will at all times do my best to assist other Scouts who are climbing the trail of the Eagle. I will give back more to Scouting than it has given to me. I will assist my troop as much as possible. I will live with honor and loyalty, courage, and service. And to be a living example of the Scout Oath and Law. To the best of my ability. To this I pledge my sacred honor. As a representative of the Eagle Scouts of this council, I wish to welcome you to the Brotherhood of Eagle Scouts. In the past 100 years, only 5% of Scouts have achieved what you have done here tonight. The requirements are demanding but fair. Your achievement is recognition of your perseverance and ability. But I'm not here to talk of your past accomplishments, which are great, but your future opportunities. 35 years ago, I received my Eagle Award. Can that be right? 35 years ago, I received my Eagle Award, and the year since then, it has consistently affected my life, and it will yours. When you attend a scouting function, you'll be recognized as a doer, and you will have the opportunity to stand as a leader among leaders. I believe your Eagle Award will have meaning far beyond scouting itself. You are a marked man, and your achievement will follow you throughout your life. The things you have done, the leadership, and the sense of honor that you have developed will mean more to you than a certificate and a piece of ribbon. You will have more opportunity to be of service to your fellow man through your school, your work, through scouting, and because you know what you can do. Our country has had a great past, and you're here to make the future greater. Be a leader, but lead only towards the best. We have too many who use their strengths and brains to exploit others and to gain selfish ends. I charge you to be among those who dedicate their skills, abilities to the common good. Build America on the solid foundations of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence for God, and whatever others say or may do, you leave behind you a record of which every scout may be justly proud. In the years to come, you will casually meet people who are Eagles too, and there will be an instant bond of comradeship. You have each shared a common experience. You each know what the other can be trusted. The comradeship among Eagles extends throughout the world of scouting and into the larger world beyond. For the rest of your life, again, you travel as a marked man, an Eagle Scout. So on behalf of the Court of Honor of the South Florida Council, Boy Scouts of America, and with a high hope that you will always represent the finest of character and citizenship, we welcome you to the Brotherhood of Eagle Scouts and congratulate you, your parents, and your Scout leaders. I would like all Eagle Scouts now in the audience to stand at this time and rededicate themselves by repeating the Eagle Promise with our new Eagle Scouts. All right, so if everyone make the Scout sign, including our Scouts on stage, and repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibility of an Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training and example, my rank and my influence, count strongly for better scouting and for better citizenship in my troop, in my community, in my contacts with other people. To this I pledge my sacred honor. You may be seated.
Rich, thank you very much. Would each of the family members who escorted the Eagles to the stage please rise and escort the parents of the Eagle Scouts to the stage at this time? It's going to be a little tight, so let's let just the parents come up to the stage and the honor guard can escort them here. All the way over to your son. You know, you're supposed to be in the front. It's going to be a little tight. If the boys could, if you think that's better, that's fine. The boys could stand and spread out, maybe. Stand behind the chair. We just bring the chairs back a bit. A little tight. Very good. Thank you. Woo! It's a big crowd up here. All right. Derek Barracat, Daniel Esponda, Thomas Mercio, Darson Pace, Juan Salvat, your parents have undoubtedly been your primary source of help and strength. And now to present the mother's poem, Michelle Jacobs. Michelle, if you could shimmy your way through the crowd into the microphone, we'd appreciate it.
It's only a pin. A fond mother watches her boy where he stands, apart from his comrades tonight. And see, placed on his camp-battered tunic, a badge, an eagle, the emblem of right. It seems to her just a few short months have passed since he joined with the youngsters next door. How proud he was then of his tenderfoot pin, as they told of the message it bore. But the years have gone as he struggled along to learn what the Scout law's about. He practiced them daily, the oath and that law, until now he's an Eagle Scout. You may smile with your worldly wise wisdom at this and say, it's only a pin. But I tell you, no honors he'll gain as a man will mean quite as much to him. The red, white, and blue of the ribbon you see are symbols of honor and truth. He has learned how to value these fine attributes in the glorious days of youth. And the outflinging wings of the eagle that rests on the breast of this knight of today are the things which shall lift him above petty deeds and guide him along the right way. Yes, it's only a pin, just an Eagle Scout badge, but the heart that's beneath it is true and will throb to the last for the things that are good, a lesson for me and for you.
Thank you, Michelle. No one will ever know the unnumbered acts of self-sacrifice from your mothers. I would like your mothers to pin the Eagle medals on your uniforms. And if you'll just give me a moment, I'll pass them out. Now, you guys want to pass the boxes back so we're not too encumbered. We're good? Thank you. In recognition of your mother's devotion, please present them with the Eagle Mother's Pin. It's the one that says Mom on it.
Who could have guessed?
And one more. Here you go. Just pass it right back.
Can we keep the boxes this time?
No. You'll get it back. Why don't we keep two on the stage, right? Keep two on the.
Yeah, over here.
And now, here to present a father's poem is the mayor's dentist, Dr. Manny Salvat.
Thank you, Mayor Lago for coming, and Ogita. Where Eagles Soar by Greg Goff. Eagle. I dreamed of the eagle soaring high above, majestic, graceful, free from its earthly tether, its presence shadowing and altering reality. All who see it focus upon it. At times it becomes elusive as it dances in and out of the sun. Watch closely. Do not turn away and miss your chance to share in its spirit. The spirit of the eagle can be found in each young scout's eyes. Its presence can be felt by those close to achieving scouting's highest honor, and its essence is preserved and cherished by those known as the Eagle Scouts. Thank you, Doctor. Your fathers have been the source of much advice and guidance along the Eagle Trail. Please present your fathers with their eagle pins. I'm going to fight my way out to my son. Excuse me. And by some miracle, we've made it through this part of the program without anybody falling off the stage. On behalf of our insurance carrier, I would invite the parents to step back to their seats. Scooch the chairs all a bit forward, please. Very good. Thank you all very much. This afternoon we have heard about what it means to be an Eagle Scout. Now I'd like to hear from each of our new Eagle Scouts about what scouting has meant to them, starting with Derek Barakat.
Good afternoon, friends, family, and fellow scouts. Thank you all for being here today to share this special day in our decorated and very beautiful scout house. My name is Derek Barakat. I'm a 15-year-old, and I started my scouting journey as a Cub Scout at the age of 7. Throughout this process, I've picked up many learning experiences that I will keep forever. I've learned how to be a better person, be a better member of my community, be a better leader, and how to live my life through Scout Oath and Law. I've learned all of these throughout the many great experiences in my scouting career. In Scouts, one learns through having fun and by living outdoors. The best experiences for me have been National Jamboree, World Jamboree, Northern Tier, Sea Base, all my summer camps, and especially planning and working on my Eagle Scout project. Becoming an Eagle Scout made me realize that we only accomplish our goals through hard work and with the help of many people. It was only in becoming an Eagle Scout that I realized that is what it meant to me, and that my journey was for this purpose. Now as an Eagle Scout, I want to continue giving back to my troop and to my community. I want to also thank my mentor, Brian Barakat. He is my father and partner in Scouts. He's not only helped me throughout the journey of scouting and becoming an Eagle Scout, but he has always inspired me to do my best. I'd also like to thank my Scoutmaster, Rich Richards, George Montez, Jeff Sullivan, and everyone who helped me on my Eagle Scout project. I also want to thank my mom and my sister for always helping me with everything. Love you guys very much. It means a lot to see everyone here today. I hope everyone has a great summer and stay safe.
Thank you, Derek. And now, Daniel Esponda, please share your thoughts about what scouting has meant to you.
So, first of all, I'd like to thank all of you for being here, taking the time out of your Sundays to be here, because everyone knows that Sunday's the time to relax. So, I thank my friends, my families, and everyone here who has decided to show up for our Court of Honor. So, I just like to start with a few stories of my scouting experience. The first memorable one is National Jamboree, where we went and gathered with troops from all over the country. A wonderful experience. We traded patches. One of our scouts even got an entire patch set by trading a rock, somehow, of course. So I think one of my most memorable experiences from that, now keep in mind I was 13, so I was young, of course. So I was chaplain's aide, and there was this one night where I was praying. I was like 2 nights before the day we left, and I decided that it would be a good way to end prayer by saying, "Rest in peace," when we all went to sleep. So that did not end well. I mean, my scoutmaster laughed, but it was a bit awkward. That was one of my first memorable experiences. The second two are from the same camp, Camp Buck Toms. Well, there's actually 3 here now that I think about it. So on the way over there, in my infinite wisdom, I left all my pocket knives inside my backpack. So that was great. So I went up to the person who was working at TSA, and I told them that and I quote, "I had a dangerous weapon in my bag." And then she just looked at me with this kind of face of just complete disappointment and told me, "You should just throw them all out." And that's what I did. Now, clearly I didn't learn my lesson, because on the way back, I had a full water bottle when I went through TSA. So that was great. And then my final one is from Northern Tier. Northern Tier was a great camp out. We went canoeing in Minnesota. We did a bunch of things. Some of us got hurt. In fact, I'm pretty sure all of us sustained at least one injury in that trip. But it was amazing. It was the best trip I've ever taken. And yeah, it was just amazing. Of course, we all went a bit insane after being in the same group with at least like 6 people. We all went a bit insane. But it was a great experience. We got to see a lot of things, and we went somewhere that we would have never been able to experience if we were stayed here. So now, I've had a lot of struggles. Like, let's move on from the fun experiences to things that are not so fun. Advancements. Because I want to be honest with you all. Advancements are the least favorite part that every scout hates to do. Now, some of them are fun. They are fun when you do them with other people. But sometimes they're just annoying. But, so, the thing with the advancements is that people teach you. You learn from other people. And even if you struggle through the Eagle Project, through whatever advancement you do, there are always other people with you. And here's the main thing I want to get at. The experiences I've had and the struggles that all of us have been through, there's always been a sense of community there. Boy Scouts forms a community like you cannot believe. Throughout everything that I've done, there's always been that community. Like, you have school, you have your religious organization, but almost nothing comes as close as what Boy Scouts does for you. You get to go through all these things, and they're all super impactful. Like, they're all fun, and even when you're not feeling good, they'll always be there for you. And that's what Boy Scouts is really about. Because without other people in your troop, the Scout Law and the Scout Oath, they mean nothing. Because think about it. You can't be trustworthy if there's no one to trust. You can't be loyal if there's no one to be loyal to except for yourself. So that is the main thing that I want to say right here. That Boy Scouts builds a community like you cannot believe, and it is one of the greatest things that you could have in your life, a community and Boy Scouts. Now, let's talk about my mentor. So, once again, in my infinite wisdom, I spent up until 11:30 last night trying to write a speech. And of course, once again, in my wisdom, I left my notes in the car. So, when I was picking a mentor, and then I was doing this last night, I said, this is going to be an extremely tough decision. But my mom, thanks to her, she made me watch a few Eagle Scout speeches, and I realized I could pick, if I bought multiple mentor pins, I could pick multiple mentors. So that's what I did. I picked multiple mentors. So I'd like to start off with our Scoutmaster, Rich Richards. Pen? The second mentor I'd like to invite up to the stage is Brian Barakat. The third, I have 4 of these, by the way. The third mentor I'd like to invite up here is Louis Cano. And now last, but certainly not least, I'd like to invite Charles Heisch. And with that, I believe I am done here. I wish luck to the next person who speaks after me.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Thomas, please come up and share your thoughts about what Scouting has meant to you.
It's been a year and a half since I've had to talk in front of anyone, so might be a bit rusty. Great. So at the ripe old age of 19, I haven't had much time to do stuff. So Scouts is one of the few things I've had that I've been doing for 8 years. I haven't done much that's lasted over 5 years since I only really started doing stuff at 10 years old. That's not much time. So yeah, Scouting is one of the few things I've done long term, and rarely has anything ever brought me so much in contact with so many other people from all walks of life with all sorts of skills. And rarely have I ever been in anything that's taken me outside of, Miami, and taken me to places all over the country that I never would have seen otherwise. So I want to talk about Colorado, 2018, summer. We had all been burned out of New Mexico because Philmont was on fire, and so we went to Colorado instead, a little place called Camp Soar, and great camp. I'll never forget that. It was quite literal blood, sweat, and tears, and yeah, I'll just never forget that. You know, those orange rocks, evergreen trees, unforgettable. I just want to thank a couple people. First off, my parents, obviously, wouldn't be here without them. All the fellow scouts that I ever interacted with, all the assistant scoutmasters, Rich himself, Luis Cano, you've all been there since the day I started Scouts. Well, no, that's untrue. Well, you've been there ever since I met you. You've all been there constantly backing me up. Yeah, and for my pin, let's see if this box has one. Yes. For my I'd like to award my mentor pin to Rich Richards, who pushed me across the edge, across the finish line to getting that Eagle project done. Couldn't have done it without him. And I'll hand it back to Brian.
Thank you, Thomas. Darson, could you please come up and share your thoughts about what Scouting has meant to you?
Okay, so to begin, I would like to thank you all for attending my Court of Honor, well, our Court of Honor. As most of you know, my name is Darson Pace, and standing here today has made me realize what an experience and huge aspect of my life Scouting has been. After spending 11 years in Scouting, it is an honor to receive my Eagle Scout Award. Although younger me didn't always realize it, every experience in scouting has been a learning experience. Whether it was canoeing through the Everglades or learning proper fire building techniques, life lessons were being embedded into me. The specific information about various things such as rock climbing or pioneering has been valuable, however, the lessons I have learned in the process are invaluable. For example, the night I crossed over to Boy Scouts, I helped make camp stove cookies in a troop that was entirely new to me. Experiences of this nature taught me to be able to cooperate with others as a team, even when thrown into unexpected situations. That leads into my next point of what scouting has taught me. That is how to adjust to unexpected situations calmly and react properly. Things like when at Camp Shenandoah in Virginia, I woke up in the middle of the woods at night. That was an extremely unexpected way to find out that I was still a sleepwalker. Or when we had a scout have an allergic reaction to a yellow jacket sting at National Jamboree. Fun experiences like these taught me how to react properly in these situations. Overall, some of the best experiences of my scouting career thus far have been jamborees and some of the more remote campouts. At events like the World and National Jamborees that I have attended, I was able to meet scouts from all over and trade both experiences and patches. Nobody becomes an Eagle Scout on their own, and with that said, I would like to thank my parents for starting this all by putting me in scouting. Not only did they put me in the scouting program, but they pushed me to continue to where I am today. I would also like to thank the adult scoutmasters and leaders who were for always being there for both rank advancement and doing what they do for the troop's overall function. They are the backbone of the troop, who sometimes take time away from their jobs and personal arrangements in order to help the scouts. Great recognition is also deserved by my scout peers in the troop. Without everyone putting in equal effort, the troop would fall apart. Having peers who are enthusiastic leaders and role models has allowed me to learn how to be the best leader I can be. Now, I would also like to take this opportunity to recognize someone who has been a mentor to me throughout the entire road to Eagle. Especially during the Eagle Scout rank process, this was somebody that I could always rely on, offering constructive advice and help even on his own time. Thank you so much for everything you have done for me and the troop as our Scoutmaster, Rich Richards.
All right, thank you, Darson. Juan, could you please come up and share your thoughts about what scouting has meant to you?
Not excited for this. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank you all for attending our Eagle Card of Honor. I want to give a special thanks to my mom and my dad for giving me the opportunity to be in Boy Scouts and helping me throughout this whole journey of mine. Thank you. I'd also like to thank all my friends that I have made in Scouting for making it such an amazing experience. During this chapter of my life, I have learned many different things, like how to cook, how to do first aid, and many more. But most importantly, it taught me how to be prepared. Whether it's now or in the future, most likely Scouts has taught me how to deal with it. I remember going on a hike with my troop when all of a sudden the sole of my shoe broke and no one else could have helped me except myself. I was the one that brought tape to fix my shoe. And then there was also times where people needed pocket knives and they would always go to me and ask me knowing that I had my pocket knife on me. Because of Boy Scouts, I have had many different experiences like whitewater rafting, rappelling down cliffs, splunking in caves, and learning about different life skills that could help me later in life. Without Boy Scouts, I would not be the man I am today. And then I'd like to thank my mentor, Luis Gano, for helping me throughout all of it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Trying to look for the last pin.
So you guys have all left me your speeches. I'm going to treasure these always. Thank you very much. Thank you, Juan. At Troop 7 since 1979, we have had the tradition that new Eagle Scouts sign the Troop 7 Eagle flag, which is over here on the wall in white. We would ask, and we can do that now if we have Sharpies. We do, great. And gentlemen, if you could come down to your right and sign your name on the Eagle flag. While they're doing that, I'd ask that any Troop 7 Eagle Scouts who have not signed our Eagle flags in the past to please do so after the ceremony. The flag will be laid out at a nearby table with Sharpies. At the end of the ceremony, I'll welcome all of our guests to view and read the letters of congratulations that the Eagle Scouts have received from the various dignitaries of our state and federal governments. These are all on display in notebook binders over there by the door by the photographs of the Eagle Scouts. And they'll be available during the reception. Gentlemen, I have a bet with Martin about the screen. So if you guys can manage to get back up onto the stage without knocking the screen down, I will win my bet. All right, now I'd like to invite our Scoutmaster, Rich Richards, to come up with the Scoutmaster's Minute.
At Troop 7 in all of Scouting, at the end of each meeting, there's a Scoutmaster Minute where the Scoutmaster will give some sort of philosophical or some sort of advice, usually related to the Scout law. But today I'm going to talk about something a little bit different. I'm going to talk about the difference between being successful and significant. Successful is what you do basically for yourself. And it's very important, certainly in the United States of America, in order to be successful. You at least have to have shelter, food, clothing, transportation, a little bit of spending money, and save for your retirement. But save that, there comes a point in time where success, it's a law of diminishing returns. You know, you can buy a house, I could buy a bigger house. I get a boat, I could buy a bigger boat. But at some point, you have to realize that you strive to be successful, but then you also, more importantly, want to strive to be significant. Significant is when you help other people, and when you impact other people's lives, and when you make a difference in other people's lives. And so I challenge you Scouts, as you go forth in life, to not only be successful, and I know that each of you will be very successful, but I also want you to be significant. I want you to help other people. There will be points in times where we will be called upon, or there'll be points in times where you realize that, hey, I can do that. Whether it's in college when there's a group that needs some sort of organizing and they just don't really know how to get their act together, you realize that, wait, I can do that. I've done that in Scouts this entire time, and the like. And you guys will, each of you has a special skill set, and I would challenge you to use that skill set not only to be successful, to also be significant. So with that, congratulations to all of you.
Before I go on, I just want to recognize a few of our special guests in the room. I see that Commissioner Rhonda Anderson has joined us. Welcome, Commissioner. Judge Jason Demetrius, who we mentioned, but we didn't get to see. Our committee chair of many years, Victoria Bryant. The person she shanghaied into taking her job, our present committee chair, Michelle Jacobs. And our treasurer, Anna Brown. I'd now ask Pastor Jeff Sullivan to come and lead us forward in the benediction.
Thank you. Honored to be here, and congratulations, gentlemen. Very well done. It was great to see all the things you did. Before the benediction, I would just say great job on that, and to encourage you to continue investing in things that are lasting. So much of our youthful energy can be spent on things that disappear right away, and that's gone. But what you have done is you've built something that lasts. I know this morning, as I was standing on the front of the steps of Granada Presbyterian Church, I look across the street and I see the park bench and the trees and what that is going to become. And every day you can go by there for years and years and years and years and years. Whoever knows how long you'll be here, you'll look and you'll see something that you built and it lasted and it stays. And so, gentlemen, you've built something that lasts, and continue to do that. Your family is your family forever. So take care of them, invest in that. That lasts forever. You will always be their son, their brother. And so take good care of your family, and your soul lasts forever. Take care of your faith, your relationship with God, your character. These principles you've been taught in the Scouts and by all these mentors and your family, these things are valuable in all areas of your life. So I encourage you men to continue growing in that and enjoy it, and congratulations. Let's go to our Father for a benediction. Dear God, thank you so much for your care and concern in our lives. From the day that we are formed in our mother's womb, you knew us and you put us together. Then in these years of growing up and all the things we strive to learn and do, God, you are there walking with us. And then, Lord, even as we grow old, we look back at our lives and we know that you're there with us. And so, God, we're thankful that you are a part of our short journey of life, bringing into something much bigger, the eternity that you have prepared us for, to be forever with you. And Lord, we're thankful for these families that you have bonded together, this community you have created, Lord, and how this place is impacting your world, bringing redemption as you have planned for it to do, the responsibility you gave to us, God, to serve our brothers and sisters in community and to care for the creation you've given us. I'm thankful for these young men. Bless them in their lives and in their families. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you, gentlemen.
I'd ask you to all please rise for the retirement of the colors.
Color guard, please retire the colors. Color guard dismissed.
Two. You may be seated. In a few minutes, I'll have the opportunity to close the Eagle Court. I'd like the Eagles to stay up at the stage for just a moment and to allow the civil servants who have taken the time out of their busy schedule to come and join us here today to come up and be photographed with them. I want to also thank George Montez for all of the hard work that he does in shepherding each one of these gentlemen through their Eagle projects. He's been doing it for years and years and years, and I can't begin to tell you the time that he takes out of his busy day to make sure that these gentlemen have success. Thank you very much. As Master of Ceremonies, I now declare this Eagle Scout Court of Honor for Derek Barakat, Daniel Esponda, Thomas Mercio, Darson Pace, and Juan Salvat to be officially adjourned. We invite everyone present to come forward and congratulate the new Eagle Scouts and their parents in a receiving line at the front of the stage and to join us for refreshments. I'd also like to remind everyone to sign the guest book for an occasion. Thank you very much for joining us today. Video. We also have a video that we're going to be sharing at this time. And if we could get the lights.
Okay, a couple pictures. Judge Cuesta, Judge Barquette, Judge Demetrius, Commissioner Anderson. If any of you guys would like to come up and take a picture with the scouts, this is the moment. We have Martin Marcio, our photographer, who I understand will provide you with the picture at a substantial discount from his normal rates. If I could ask the scouts, when you're ready to come on down here in front of the kitchen with your families to form a receiving. What's that? With the whole group? Yeah, with the. Okay, very good. If anybody wants to get pictures with the whole group, this is you can do it now.
That's exactly why I have those pictures. Okay, guys.
Gentlemen, if you could step down to form a receiving line with your families